Double Hattie Batty, baby!
I could not believe that shit.
There's a lot of batty going on in your house, mate.
Oh, yeah. Not like waking up on a Sunday morning to that shit.
Yeah. Well, it's like, you
Dream.
know those elevated desks? He doesn't need the thing that rolls it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
man. Mine's hydraulic. Welcome back to Draft Boys, the FPL Draft Podcast. As always, joined by Marley G, Hito, and myself, Whitey. Lads, how we doing?
Listen, Hito, I got to talk to you, man.
What about?
I asked how you were doing.
Yeah, I'm telling him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, directly to me.
Yeah, okay.
I've been making a few phone calls.
Okay.
I think we need to replace Whitey. Because I can't sit in this room with him every week when he's got
Yes.
Haaland.
Oh,
Because it's killing me, man.
it is. It is.
Hat-trick.
I put out the
Hat-trick.
call to the league this week saying, do we ban Haaland like we banned captains a few years ago?
He's cheat code.
I said that was
Yeah.
a good idea for next year.
Yeah.
I said that would be fine
Yeah.
next year. Let's ban
Next
Haaland.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2023.
yeah.
As soon as we hit Jan.
Season. 2023. Season.
But look, man, I'm all right.
Yeah?
But we have to address the issue in the room.
What's the issue? There's no issue.
You had Haaland, but you also had Foden.
Yeah.
Holy
How does
shit.
someone have both
Oh,
Hatties?
Oh, I can't tell you how happy I was.
Crazy.
It set my mood for the day, I'll tell you that
I
much.
bet. I texted you at like 2 a.m. I was
know.
like, are you kidding me?
When I saw the message from you, double Hattie, and I was like, whoa, wait. Because I was like, I didn't know who it was. I didn't read it properly. I got so excited I didn't read the message. It came up my iPhone
Straight
home
into
screen.
the
I just
app.
went straight to the app, and I was like, oh god. And
Dude.
like Kelly was asleep next to me. I'm like, wake up. I need to tell someone.
I'm good to go. Let's
Yeah,
do this.
Yeah. Let's fucking go. Anyway,
I'm just
God.
happy that you didn't end up with triple digit points this week because you would assume when you got that in your team that you're coming to the big hotline.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, there's a downside to the rest of my team at the moment.
Yeah.
They fucking failed.
Yeah,
big
Yeah, because
time.
you got like 45 points from them too or something.
Yeah, or do you
And-
want to? I mean,
I
we
think
were
it's
going to start
42
with you. We're
or
going to
so,
talk about
yeah.
points. Let's talk
yeah.
about points.
Well, it's got to be me because I scored such
Yeah,
a shit.
Just you, mate. Just you.
Just?
You just beat me.
Oh, wow. I got
In terms of
25.
worst score, I
Oh.
got 26.
Oh, you crushed me. All right, so I'll be quick. I got 2 assists.
oh,
I got a Salah assist and a Bernardo. As many assists as Haaland
I
got
was going to
in
say
that.
that. I was going to be
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, Haaland got 2 assists as well as a hat trick.
How'd you go, Hater?
I got 26.
26.
Yeah, not a lot
I
to
wish
talk
I got
about.
26.
Saved by Harvey Barnes this morning.
Yeah. Oh, wow. You were worse than that before
Yeah,
this morning.
I was. And I had
Shit.
Anthony on my bench,
Mm,
unfortunately. But yeah, wouldn't have helped me that much, to be honest. So,
Okay.
yeah. Let's
Yeah.
get this over with.
Well, Haaland to start, we got basically as many points as you boys.
Yeah.
23.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hattie 2 assists. You fucking can't get any better than that. I mean, a hat trick assist would have been good. If I was looking for perfection, that would have been great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
I've voted with 19. Look,
Only 19.
19 points up. And you know what? Is it bad to be disappointed that Grealish didn't get involved at all?
I know.
Like I was kind of thinking, oh, if all the boys got in,
Yeah.
my plan I would have just been going more. Like full Mr. Burnsing my fingers as well, like spinning in a
Oh,
chair.
mate.
Anyway, monologuing.
Imagine
I'm
if
monologuing.
Grealish had all like 3 assists or something. That'd been fucked.
And the rest of my team should be fairly quick because they basically got 2s and 3s. Sinistera got 2, but -2.
Oh, -2. Yeah.
Yeah, and Mitro got 0 because
That
he
brought
played
you
a point,
back
got a
down to
yellow
earth,
card.
didn't you?
It
You know
did.
that minus?
It did. It was a little bit shit. So I got 58 points. So it wasn't a massive haul, but in our league this week, it was 8 points clear of the next person. So
Yeah.
I'm happy to keep extending
Mate.
the gap at the top.
Yeah. It's what is it now?
One
It's
man,
about
one team.
50 points.
It's about 55, I think.
Okay. Well, he knows his numbers.
He knows.
I'd say it's about a game week worth of points, which I love that kind of distance.
Yeah. I know.
That's a good buffer.
It's like I started like one game week before
It's-
everyone else.
Yeah, it's like when you got 3, on the Premier League table when your team has got a loss gap ahead of the next team.
Yeah.
You're like, cool, we can lose a game and still be in front.
Yeah. All right, boys. Enough about me. Well, I'm sure we'll come back to me. I think we should get into a bit of snack chat.
Let's do it.
So our boy Miley G's on snack chat this week. He's rustling around in a bag right now. It's a Rebel Sport bag. Oh,
I'm sorry. I brought a red wine again.
yeah.
And I know I backed it up twice.
For 2 reds.
2 reds.
The fat bastard.
The fat bastard. Is
I know
come
the
to
fat
play.
bastard.
It's a good drop.
It is
Sounds
good,
good.
but what have we got? A Pinot.
It's a Pinot.
Oh, it's a Pinot.
I'm a Pinot guy.
I like
Okay,
Pinot too.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right.
And
We've got to get,
I'll
we've
go
got to make
down
the most
Pinot
of the
Lane again.
warmer red wines before it gets too fucking hot.
Yeah,
humid.
exactly.
Well, we all know how Miles reacts in the heat in this room. He gets naked.
I do take my shirts off. Don't I?
Yeah.
And for the snackage, I don't know if you guys have ever tried these. I'm sure you have. I'm not ready.
Is not ready. What have we got?
Had a
Oh,
breakaway?
I have had a breakaway. Not for a long time though.
I'm
So-
having a bit of breakaway at the top of the league at the moment.
You are breaking away.
Oh, individually wrapped.
And the reason why it's a 6-pack,
Yeah.
but the reason there's 5 is because I was walking in and your wife saw me carrying them
Yeah.
and she said, "Ooh, breakaway." And I was like, "You can have it."
Oh, look at you.
Wow, you are nice.
Knows how to please the host.
Yeah, it's probably good.
It's
She's a good
fantastic.
host.
I'm going to
She's
try
very
the
good.
wine first, boys.
Okay, get into that. I don't know what a breakaway is.
Oh, I really like that.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
Just very drinkable. I'm going to give you just a solid, like, 8.
Mm,
Mm,
I like it too.
it's great.
Just a solid 8. It's really good.
Yeah, I'll give you a 7.95.
Thank you.
Oh,
Just short of 8.
extra digits. Love it.
Yeah, just for an extra dig. And let's just break away one of these breakaways.
Yeah.
Since
So
when-
while the boys are eating it,
Are they always individually wrapped?
no, this is.
Can you hear the crunch?
This is a
Full
different,
special.
It's
different
amazing.
breed. Yeah. So it's like a wafer infused chocolate.
Dude, it's like Corinthians, but like a different version of the
Yeah.
Corinthians.
You know, I'm a wafer guy.
Dude, this is
We've got
so
a wafer and a
good.
red wine theme going on with you.
Yeah.
This is
It
so
reminds
good.
me of like Easter egg chocolate.
I love this.
Yeah. The Easter egg chocolate. for
Very
sure.
similar to that.
This is easily a 9.2.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
them.
I'm going to give you 8.8.
Maybe an extra 0.1 for the individual wrapped because how good
Mm.
is that?
Yeah, that's true.
You
Then
know?
you're not, your
8.9
fingers
then.
aren't melting it.
Yeah.
I like that. It's like a Kit Kat, but a bit softer.
Mm.
Not as solid crunch breakaway for our Kit Kat fans out there.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Miles with a pretty good week on the snack chat.
Coming in hot.
Let's start hot.
Let's start
Let's
hot.
start with a fucking Manchester derby.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. I know we've talked a little bit about the points, but
Mm.
maybe let's talk about the goals.
Where do we start?
Well,
Which one?
Who-
Let's go favorites.
who scored
favorite goal.
first?
Favorite goal.
oh, favorite goal?
Let's say favorite goal.
Probably Foden.
the near post
Which
one.
one?
I
The
love.
first.
The first one.
I liked his last. The one where he scored near post on his left foot. He's like, pretty close to the keeper, but he's on outside of the post,
Mm.
but still manages to finish inside the post, and the keeper was on
near
that post.
Yeah, I did like that.
It was just lasered. It was so calm. It was fucking ice.
It was very
But what
nice.
about the first? Because he's actually playing it off his back foot from that cross, and he has to almost wrap his foot around it to get the height to beat De Gea.
It was a great finish.
It was, and he was kind of falling over.
Mm.
to
But
the
wait,
It's
momentum.
so hard.
I think you got to bring in the KDB pass
Oh.
to Haaland at the back
Yeah.
post where he fucking ninjas it in.
That's what I was going to say. My favorite. It's between that and actually Anthony's goal.
oh, jeez. I thought we were just talking about
Just-
City.
I know.
Oh, yeah, that
Anthony's
was a
goal
good goal.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
The pass from De Bruyne
Mm.
and just even Haaland, like just so clinical. That double movement of like the lunge and then the extension of the leg.
Yeah.
And he was up celebrating before it even hit the back of the
Oh,
net.
it's crazy.
crazy.
Like he was.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's, yeah, it's absolutely insane watching him play. I
Yeah.
can't.
I was pacing.
There was even another chance he had where he ran through the lines and cut left and then shot and just hit the side netting.
Mm.
And just watching him go from like 0 to 100 is so amazing.
Real quick.
It
I
is
don't
just
understand how he is as quick as he is. I mean, I like even acceleration wise, I think it's actually because of he has such good intelligence
Mm.
about the game. Like he is often just standing in acres of space. He often just like stands like he'll make his run in and then the box gets all crowded if he doesn't receive the ball or whatever. And he just floats back a little away from the goal and always seems to find space. And like there was one goal in this game where like I think it was Bilva found him.
Mm.
And Haaland was like, went in, he was all about making a run, and then he backs off, and then the United defense, didn't track him at all. He's completely open. Like,
Yeah.
he's the one fucking guy you need to mark.
yeah.
and just always wants it.
I know, but you know when it goes to him, it's going in.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
It's crazy.
more often than not.
it's insane. It's absolutely insane.
And I know everyone's probably heard it because I think they spoke about it, but you got to give him props for this stat. Like 3 back-to-back hat tricks, like
In
3 home games.
Yeah, 3 consecutive home game hat tricks.
Which I think it took him 8 matches to do it when the next person behind him took him like 40 people to do it.
Yeah,
what was
40
that stat
games.
that I
well,
saw?
I don't know if anyone's
a
done.
huge-
No one has ever done 3 hat tricks consecutively
right.
at home games.
What was that stat that I saw? Did you see
I saw
that?
the same thing about within 8 games. I'm not sure if they're just talking about scoring like 3 hat tricks generally
Maybe
for your
just in
team.
general.
Yeah. It was
For
just
your
hat
team,
tricks.
but-
Yeah.
3 hatties already before fucking game
Well,
week.
what about
Game week is-
there was the one as well where I think someone said it's about 9 more goals and he reaches the golden boot total of next year. And we've got fucking 30 games to
You mean
go.
of last year?
Of last year,
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
We got
my
30 games
God.
to go.
Wait, how many more goals?
Like 9. It's on 14.
Yeah, because Son and Salah, they got 23.
Yeah.
Okay, let's play a game. How many points does Haaland score this year if he doesn't get
Oh.
injured?
Points,
How many points does Haaland score
so not goals.
in fantasy? So the highest ever is like Salah on 300 and something, right?
Probably from his first year
Mm.
when he got like 40 something all competitions.
So 40 goals and Haaland scored how many?
But I don't know what was Prem. I can't remember what he was Prem though. It would have been
Oh.
30
Yeah,
something.
so
Prem.
Salah got 303 in 17-18 season.
Yeah.
400? I'm saying.
I want to say 400 just to like
Okay, I'm going to say 350 if he doesn't get injured.
I'm going to say 375.
I'll say 320.
Wow.
You fucker.
You think it would drop off?
No, I don't know. Like just a little bit.
I don't know
little bit
how
less.
he could.
But
anyway,
What before
We
we
talked
wrap
about
up
this a lot.
we wrap up the Haaland stats.
Yep.
When we compare his playing appearances
Mhm.
in the major European leagues for strikers only, comparing after 100 appearances, he has 103 goals.
Mhm.
The next highest is Romario with 90. Ronaldo, the OG Ronaldo, was an 86 after 100 appearances.
Wow.
Fuck. He like that actually
Yeah.
shows you how good that Ronaldo
Yeah.
was. Like you
Mm.
kind of forget.
And then you even go down like Cristiano Ronaldo was 16 goals after 100 appearances.
Wow.
Yeah.
In the top 5 leagues.
Messi was like 43 from memory.
Messi 41,
Oh, 41.
Henri 25, Shearer 20. Like this
Jeez.
dude's fucking how old is he? Like 22,
Yeah,
23?
he just turned 22.
Fuck's sake.
It's insane.
The Viking King.
Mate.
Okay, before we wrap it up, maybe we should talk about Foden because
Yeah.
They're just a match made in heaven.
well, yeah,
two
for
of them.
sure. They're really playing well together.
Yeah.
And obviously Haaland's linking up with him amazingly.
Mm.
If Grealish figures out his shit on the right side, man. Like I don't see why he couldn't connect the same way that Foden is.
He should, yeah.
And he's not had nearly the minutes to be able to, do that so far. But I thought he actually looked good in this game. Played a few good balls in and around the box, like made his contributions. But Foden now, I think it's been I think he's been the best midfielder over the last 5 weeks,
Mhm.
or something like that.
I'm not
scored-
surprised.
Yeah, I mean that last, Hattie did bump him right up,
For
but
sure, yeah.
he's been back to back for a couple of weeks now after a bit of a slow start.
A little bit, yeah.
He's going now. He's ticking, and I think he could be one of the top midfielders this year
He should be.
because he seems. I don't want to say nailed on because it's a fucking Pep side, but as much as you can be nailed on in a Pep side, he seems to be.
It's got to be.
Let's take it back to Grealish because Foden owners are locked down. Let's just talk about Grealish because that's probably the one thing that fans want to know about is what competition does he really even have?
That's just what I've been saying since
So,
the
like-
beginning of the year. I just didn't think Mahrez was going to be competition.
But
for him.
Mahrez is like the right side.
yeah,
and
but
Where
Grealish,
so?
Grealish has been
left.
playing right.
No, he's been playing
I
left.
swear he played right on this game.
Nah, he plays left and
'Cause
Foden plays
The
on
inverted feet.
I thought.
But yeah, I don't think.
I'm going to look that up.
Yeah.
I think Grealish doesn't have as much competition. If there's no competition on the left there,
Maybe Alvarez?
Foden has played out there before,
Mm.
but I don't think you would change
Because it
this.
was Sterling, right? And he's gone.
Yeah.
So I think Grealish owners.
Oh yeah, Foden's on the right. You're right.
Yeah. So like I think Grealish owners should just be chilling right now. He scored last last week, like the week before
Yeah.
last. Sorry.
He's bound to get just an assist, a goal.
Yeah, and even you look at Gundogan and Bernardo Silva, like, yeah, they're not going to be getting probably, Foden, De Bruyne, and Haaland levels, but they're going to be chipping in with the occasional goal and lots of assists.
Oh, I mean, Bilva's on fire.
Bilva's
dude.
killing it.
Bilva is killing it. I
Yeah.
mean, that was another assist this week.
Yeah, and he's
we can
been
go
very
have a look.
consistent.
And the good thing about City is we kind of spoke back a little while ago of how they're actually not super like shored up at the back either. So they've had a few games where they've had to come from behind, and we've seen how much more the midfield gets involved, like Gundogan and Bilva, when they're pushing to draw back points. So there's those games too where they could just be behind occasionally because their defense is not great.
And look, we've been talking about City for a long time, and we've got to move on because we could literally talk about them all night. But when you say defense, I want to give a quick shout out to the fans. Kyle Walker went down injured, and this could be a little good a run stretch for Sergio Gomez because he should get the minutes. I think Cancelo will move over to the other side.
We had a question a little while ago, wasn't it?
So I think this
And
is
you got an assist.
got an opportunity, and
I agree.
Walker didn't look well. So
I think that's a good shout.
yeah, let's move on.
Sorry, I'm crunching.
Should we just go United very quickly?
Yeah, we should talk about him.
Yeah, I think that they.
Well, Anthony goal we've kind of already talked about.
Just
Yeah.
fucking screamer.
Well, honestly, they came out and they looked much better in the second half. I mean, part of that is I'm sure City, to some degree, get a little bit complacent being formed 0 up. Just, some of those goals were a bit like they stood off Anthony a fair bit. And then, Martial got a double, which I guess is the main thing we've got to talk about.
Yeah. Martial, can we save that actually till a fan question? Because I got sent something in, and I think we should address that then.
Let's do it there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can we talk about his goals?
Yeah.
Quick header, and he took the pen,
Yeah.
pushed Anthony off it.
Yeah. So was Bruno not
I
on
don't
the
think
pitch?
Bruno
at
was
that-
on the pitch.
He wasn't on the pitch then?
I don't think so. I feel like Bruno would take it.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. And obviously Ronaldo wasn't on the pitch.
No, exactly.
Wow.
No, there's been a bit of chat about that.
Drama.
All right, let's get to let's move on to our next one here. We're going to talk about Newcastle.
Okay, yeah.
Terrible tackle from Nathaniel Chalobah.
Oh, Chalobah.
Horrendous.
The brother.
About 7 minutes in or so.
Yeah, look, that was bad. And I mean, I think he deserved to go off.
I think so too. Yeah,
Like, it
studs
was-
up on the ankle. Yeah, really poor. And then Newcastle just pounced
They really did, didn't
against
they?
a very strong, historically Fulham team this season. So
And it can be hard actually to break down teams that go down that early when it's still, 0-0.
yeah,
Actually get goals because they just sit in there and fucking hunker down. But
Mm.
once you get that breakthrough though, then that's when it's like, okay, the game's on. You got to come
yeah,
out.
100%.
Opens it
We
up,
saw Wilson come back into the team after Isak being injured.
and he's straight back in the goals.
Straight back in a bit of a. I think he almost stole a goal. I couldn't quite tell if it
Yeah.
was going wide or not,
But
but
that's what you want to see if you
Yeah.
own someone like that. You're like, oh, he'll steal goals.
Yeah.
Great.
I was very happy about that.
Yeah. Oh, do you have him?
Yeah, I picked him up because someone
Did
dropped
you?
him because he was injured.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
So
When
I
did you get
scooped
him?
up? Maybe 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
And Almiron, boys. Hey, I know I called him out a bit too early, but he's coming good.
Yeah.
that was a cracking volley.
Really.
Oh yeah.
How good was
I had to
that?
watch it multiple times to figure out what happened because
Well-
I couldn't tell how he hit it, and then I saw it was the left foot.
I was watching the highlights show, and they literally showed it twice, and
Mm.
like literally the goal when it played
Same
in real
angle?
time, and then another angle, and I was like, oh, they're going to show that like 10 times.
And,
And then they moved on. And I had
Oh,
to
right.
actually go and look for it.
Oh right. I was like, shit.
And these are the things that you got to jump on. You know, get a couple of goals, and he might just go on a crazy run. We know that Newcastle have been playing well this season, and he hasn't done much for like 5 weeks. He scored a goal in game week 2, and he hasn't done anything. So you could be lucky and pick him up on the waiver if you're looking for him.
How much worry is there from you though about the fact that it was 10 men?
I would
Well-
say for me, I would say he looked very confident in this game. I don't not outside of it,
Mm.
but he scored that first goal and he was a bit like, holy shit. From after that, he looked full of confidence.
Mm.
So his next goal, he was kind of at back post, and obviously probably another advantage of being a man down. But then he scores a goal which was called offside. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Really
like
nice.
a beautiful finish. Comes onto his left foot from pretty close to the goal. Like top corner over the keeper
Mm.
across the face of goal. Like I was like,
It had
whoa.
it like Cisse vibes.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, fuck
that
that guy.
goal.
Fuck that
oh
guy.
my god.
Newcastle.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know though, because I just think there's that good thing to sense check. Just sometimes the fixture and the scoreline can.
Yeah.
I agree.
Definitely a little
make you
bit.
trigger
but
happy.
I believe in Newcastle. I believe
Yeah.
in what they're doing. You know, they're not just doing what we thought that they do and just go
Yep.
buy some big names. They're actually building a team, which I like.
And, you
of
know,
course,
like,
you'd follow the money.
we've always said form. Form and confidence is something you have to jump on immediately. Like
Yeah.
for me, when I like, and that's what I saw. Even
Yeah.
if it was 10 men,
Mm.
you have to jump on that. And that disallowed goal, yes, it was disallowed, but it was still a fucking stunning finish, and that won't go away from his confidence.
Mm.
I just think, yeah, like I'd be
0
I'd
to
be putting
5
him in my
confidence
waiver.
rating. How high is it right now for him?
4.
4 out of 5.
I was gonna say
high.
3.8. So yeah,
Oh.
Yeah,
like
I like the point.
simply,
The point
simply
eight.
for
I
the
like the point
fact that we're playing draft and you got to take shots in this game.
Yeah.
You got to pick up people that are available, and I believe that he would be available in most leagues.
It
that-
would be.
uh,
It'd be your
8 or 9
swing
man league.
position for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then next few fixtures, just for everyone's reference: Brentford, United, Everton, Tottenham.
Oh, United.
So-
So there, I'm on it.
Yeah. So there's 3 decent ones, and then after Tottenham, Villa and Southampton, which are very nice as well. So not a bad run for Newcastle.
I'm in chocolate.
I think this is a great
can tell.
segue to the next team I want to talk about with you guys. And I want to bring up Leicester because we shouted out Leicester attack after there was huge question marks over at what last pod, wasn't it?
I think it's been this whole season. It feels like, but
Yeah.
But we did
we've
last.
we're
last
saying
pod.
we've been saying stay strong.
Yeah. So I think it was you, Hito, that was saying you were just looking at the fixtures, being a Barnes owner. How could you drop them?
Yeah.
And look what they've done this morning.
Yeah, it was just, I guess, surprising that it was that many goals because I thought Forest were pulling together a little bit of form,
Mm.
and we know how dangerous, like anyone could be against Leicester's defense. So I thought it'd be interesting, but the fact that they went 4-0 up and
They
some of
held
the
it
goals
together.
today were lovely.
Top notch.
Yeah, it was
I actually haven't seen them. I've only seen the
Yeah.
result.
Maddo's one
Talk us
deflects
through it.
in from range, but you know it's okay.
Yeah,
And then
I want
Barnes'
you to
one-
guess how Barnes scored, Marlo. Have a guess. How would he score?
I'd say counter attack goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
like,
type of how would he?
I'd say like they were like kind of 2-on-1 and he just got the pass and he just banged it in on his left.
Oh,
Not
Close.
quite. Not quite.
Yeah.
For me, it was classic Barnes.
yeah, me too.
Edge of the box, opens the body, whips it far.
on his right. I know.
That's what I was gonna guess.
Yeah, dude, that's exactly.
That when I watched it, I was like, "That's the only goal he scores, right?"
I know, I'm like, I've
literally
seen this-
curlers. Like,
Yeah.
on
I
his-
was like, am I watching a highlight from last year?
every single goal he's ever scored,
Yeah.
cutting off the left onto his right foot, edge of the box, curls it in.
And it was a great goal, but I was also like, okay, I've seen that before.
Yeah.
No, I completely agree. But
So-
yeah, like Barnes is looking.
Spice?
Well, I think so.
It looked really good. Maddo though is the man of the hour.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. Dude.
And
Boy
he's
is
been
on fire this
consistent.
season.
That free kick
Free
Oh, really?
kick.
He's done another
Oh.
one.
in off the inside of the post, just perfect.
I feel like Henderson, keeper for Forest, fucked up a bit though,
It did, but
because it was a very
really,
sensual free kick.
You know
so
why he
he didn't
fucked
set
up?
the wall up.
Was he wearing a hat?
No, he wasn't.
That's why.
today.
Yeah.
He keeps so much better when he's wearing a hat.
Yeah.
Shout. Well, shout out
Feels
to Hendo.
confident.
Put your hat on. Sun safe.
And I saw that our boy Daka, who we
Oh.
shouted out quite a bit, he got a goal.
Off the
didn't he?
bench.
Flick
yeah.
on goal off the bench. Vardy
Ooh.
did get the start.
It was a little
Dude. Oh,
backheel
yeah. It
flick.
was one of those ones where they let it go past and flick it in, but it was not close to the goal.
No,
Like he was like,
penalty spot almost.
yeah, exactly.
Wow.
And it just kind of went through a few legs and finished near post. I mean, it was brilliant. It was brilliant.
cool.
I
So
feel like
there's be some confidence there.
He could
and
be starting
and
next week.
Vardy, you know, I don't know.
How
I
did did he look all right besides that?
don't remember seeing
He-
anything really.
I
from
think he
him.
got an assist.
He got the assist.
Oh,
I
did
saw
he?
that, but did he
Assist.
look good? You know, like
I don't remember really.
I didn't see many highlights of him, to be honest. I only watched the highlights, but
all right. I'll
I
have a
think
look
getting a
tonight.
goal though for Dakar, next game, Bournemouth.
I like
prime.
Daka. I mean, honestly, I'm well.
You're
Yeah.
a massive dark ahead.
I love Daka.
Boys-
I put it on my poached eggs.
Oh, love it.
Daka.
I think Bournemouth, Palace, Leeds, Wolves is a nice run for these Leicester attackers.
still
if
good,
anyone's
isn't
got
it?
them.
Yeah. Attackers all
And
the
they
way.
look like the main three at the moment, but we
Are
know.
you picking up their defense after a clean sheet?
I'd be tempted just for Bournemouth.
I was joking.
Maybe.
Just for Bournemouth, because Bournemouth are pretty
guess.
shit.
Mm.
But that would be a desperate defensive move if I've literally got no one else.
Okay, we're going to move on here. I love that Leicester chat. Let's talk about Liverpool versus Brighton because I think this will be
boys.
fun for Miles and I.
I feel like I need more chocolate to console myself.
I got you here.
You've got wine in front of you, mate. That's the
know.
next best thing.
Well, I need all of it.
Okay.
I'm fucking furious, boys.
Yeah, what is going on?
It is so depressing watching a bunch of schoolboys defend.
Wow. Well, Trent
is
is looking
horrible.
pretty
let's
rubbish.
let him go.
Mate,
Just
sorry.
let him go.
But yeah, but Trent watching him just fall over to the ground for the first goal,
Hmm.
they just look
It's
lost.
like Sunday morning, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Just after a huge night.
Yeah,
Just
what's
fallen
going
over as
on?
soon as he got out of bed.
What is going on?
And then he was at fault for the second one. Decided to, like, chest it weirdly, kind of about 10 meters out from
Weird.
the box.
but everyone,
Lost possession, but essentially conceded the same goal twice.
And we said
That's
that, you know,
horrendous.
maybe this international game week would really
Oh,
help.
I thought it'd be
Liverpool.
perfect timing.
Yeah.
The suspended game and then the
a few players
international
coming
week.
back,
I was like,
Thiago
oh,
back.
you know,
Matip,
we're back
strengthen
to
up
a
the D.
strong midfield of
but-
Hendo, Thiago, Fabinho.
You just didn't take into account Leonardo Trossard.
No.
What a fucking
Wow.
beast.
Speaking of
Yeah.
Haddies, imagine if you had him in your team, Whitey.
Form.
And that's possible as well. Like, you
Yeah.
could have drafted.
You could have
Oh
had
yeah,
Trossard.
100% triple Hattie. Oh,
my God. Stop it.
hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Oh,
Okay.
Splash some water
I'm
on the
done.
front.
I'm done. I'm done.
All right.
cold spoon.
That was a nice Hattie. Great, but you've got to shout out fucking Welbeck. He
Well-
looked amazing in this
Dude,
game.
that was
Didn't
like
you think?
vintage.
I just thought everything he did was like, I mean, no, he might not have gotten that many points this week, but fuck, he looked great. He
Mm.
really did a lot for the team.
Yeah, he's really adds to that front, attack by being able to draw in those, and that's why those midfielders do so well
Mm.
coming into the play because he's doing that hard work that no one really notices.
And they're all overlapping and like, oh, that back heel for assist for Tross's first goal. I mean, look, Tross finished beautifully. Those first two goals were basically the same. Like
Yeah.
finished across the goal almost straight at the
Yeah.
keeper and just blasted them in.
So much dog shit defending though. Fucking hell.
I know, yeah.
But
look.
there,
Taking it back to Liverpool, because I'm the first to apologize when I make a mistake. And I've been on the phone to Chris, to Whitey, since this Liverpool game.
Yeah.
And we're like, fuck, we made a massive mistake. Firmino.
Oh,
yeah,
On the last pod, you couldn't join us. We actually said Firmino, he's probably done now that Nunes is back and Jota's back. So, but look, this kid
yeah.
is on a different level this
what
season.
the fuck?
It's all the talk of him like potentially being sold or his contract not being renewed next year. He's either putting himself in the shop window or he's begging for a contract because
Yeah, he's doing a good
Oh,
job.
He's doing a great job.
Holy shit. That
The-
was like
I think the first goal was a bit lucky. I don't know if Salah was trying to play it to
Mm.
him specifically,
no, but he
but
finishes it well.
that second one,
that was
Yeah.
nice.
that was classic. When remember a few seasons ago when he ran through Arsenal
Mm.
and he just kind of dribbled
Oh,
through like
yeah.
3 or 4 guys and then ended up at the penalty spot and kicked it in.
yeah.
That gave me those vibes, just that like calmness to like do a
just-
little roll,
Yeah, it makes it look so easy.
slot it.
He looks happy as well.
Oh, he looks
does.
really happy. It's really unfortunate because we don't need like an attacker to be in form right now.
Yeah.
Like there's other options out there.
Yeah, and
Can he play it right back? That would be really
that would
nice.
be great.
VVD's not even.
Yeah, the defending was terrible. Even
Alisson
the
was
ball that
not
went all the
great.
way through to Trossard for his third,
Mm.
when the whole way through the defense, like it's really frustrating to watch right now.
I'll tell you what though, I fucking want Edison back.
Yeah,
I want him
so
back
happy
so
when they did
bad.
that trade. Well, they didn't fucking keep a clean sheet this week.
No, but I still want him back.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I know I'm not getting him. because
I'm
of
just so happy I didn't do what you said I should have done in the draft, which was go back to back
Oh,
Trent Robbo.
Mm.
Oh, I wanted, and that's what I picked up Robbo early.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've ever gone a defender that early. I backed Robbo. Fuck, he's fucking needs one.
Yeah, it's still a long
Yeah.
season though. I think that
I hope he comes through and fills out my team a little because I can't just rely on Holland the whole year.
I think you can.
Okay, I think we've
He's gonna have
talked
40
enough here.
goals by.
Oh wait, one quick shout out: Sanchez save off Trent's free kick. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That diving save
That's
to the
really
right.
good.
Oh my god, fingertips, baby, fingertips.
Very good.
Well, I think that kind of wraps up all the games we were going to talk about.
Yeah.
Why don't we get on to Hito's favorite segment or
Stop,
created segment?
drop, and hold.
Yeah.
We need a
bitch.
theme song.
Stop.
If anyone's musically inclined out there and want to mix
Drop.
us a theme song,
Yeah.
do it. Oh,
Yeah.
What's that from again?
I don't know. I don't
Okay,
know.
we're gonna make. Yeah.
Oh,
we're just creating music here,
Dr.
boys.
Zayas? No.
Oh man.
Flash.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Flash.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Savior of the universe.
Oh wow, Hito really brought that to life. Yeah. Stop. Drop and hold. It's your favorite segment.
Okay, so what's stop Hito?
Our stop for this week is Xhaka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marley G called out a few weeks ago,
Mm.
giving some praise, but we now put him officially
well, he
on
was
the
in a
list.
pickup that week.
He was a pickup. He's transitioned from pickup to
Stop fucking about.
we can't
Stop
put him in a
sleeping.
pickup anymore.
He's actually playing this such a creative role this season. I've never seen it.
He's
from
been
him.
set free for sure.
The
And I think it's
James.
because Partey is fit.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Because he's been injured a lot since he's joined Arsenal. And this new role has allowed him to be incredibly more, creative.
And that
Mm.
position, depending on the team and the players and all that shit, if you've got someone who's a great defender in the pivot with, someone else, like for example, Fabregas played that position
Yeah.
at Chelsea, and he was amazing. Like he was like creative, getting a lot
He's
of
allowed to
points
drift.
because he had
forward.
Kante next to him. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't even need to go back. Kante's
Yeah.
got it. So
And he's got
It's-
he's got a shot on him. So that's all you need.
that's the thing. So I
long
actually
range.
now I'm really going, well, as long as Partey's fit, I think Xhaka's a
Yeah.
good shout. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all for our stop this week.
That's it. And I'll just do a slight little mention for Decor Dover Reed. I think that he's
Yep,
just
picking
starting
up a
to come
goal.
into a bit of a form, and he could be a little bit of a
They've got a great run of fixtures. I mean, it's all green. I think there's like a 3 and then it's all green.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, Fulham looks good
Yeah.
for me. I think that's
Yeah,
a
Fulham
great
are
shout.
West Ham, Bournemouth, Villa, Leeds, Everton.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk drops, and I have one.
Who?
Fucking Watkins.
Oli. Yeah.
He missed a decent opportunity in the game.
Mm.
I think it was a bit hard though. The one way after Coutinho's shot.
Doesn't matter, Hito.
Yeah,
I'm mad at him.
yeah, that's
He-
fair.
He's a hard marker.
I feel really sorry for our boy Will, who
I thought you were
accepted
gonna
a
say me.
trade for Firmino for Watkins
Ooh.
a while back, and it, 5 weeks
Did we
ago,
give that
it seemed
advice?
great. Yeah, we did. But that seemed great. Like
Did he
4
do
or
it?
5 weeks ago. Yeah, he did.
Oh,
Oh,
Will.
Will.
Don't listen to us. Bobby, don't listen to us about Bobby. We don't know about Bobby. He is
No,
an
like,
anomaly.
I just
It
don't think it's
happens 1 in 10
long-term.
for us.
Oh, yeah.
We got a 10%
happens.
strike rate.
Well, let's come back to this
Okay,
one
let's
end of
raise it to
season
20.
and see how
Yeah.
it is. Bobby versus Watkins end of season.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
I'm
Yeah.
so nervous to drop him. Okay, I just want to talk to you boys because I'm at this point now where I've like my strikers are Haaland, obviously,
Mm.
and Mitrovic. So I've got a very good base to go off there.
Yeah.
I'm finding I'm a bit like there's players I've wanted to pick up. For example, Martial.
Mm.
I was gonna pick him up this week, but I was like, oh, the fucking Aston Villa fixtures are good for the next 2 games. Maybe this is where Watkins, gets his goals. And then again blanks, and then Martial's got 2 goals, and I just feel like I'm kind of like fucking handcuffed.
You know what you are? Trigger happy.
Oh,
That's exactly what you're feeling right now.
I just want to pull the trigger.
Do it.
But what do you think? Like, is
I think
Watkins
you should have done it because Martial ain't going to be available this week.
I know.
Do you know what's scary though? Watkins' threat scoring on the site this week is crazy high.
What is it?
91.
Jesus.
I'm keeping
That's
him.
like,
Fair weather Falcon over here.
oh, I don't know what to
But
do with him.
I
That's
get what
I'm
you mean though.
saying.
Man. I think overall I'm very, bearish on Villa completely. I just don't think Villa have much in them. Like I think even Stevie G could go eventually. Like they're not
No, they're really
producing
not
the
performing.
results at all. Draw against Leeds. They did beat Southampton, but that's
It's weird because I feel like they actually have some good players. Like I don't know. Like Leon Bailey is actually looking okay at the
Yeah, I know
moment.
what you mean.
Buendia, I don't know. Like I only kind of saw his shot, which just missed, but
Mm.
I don't know where it's going.
I'll have
wrong
to
for
say,
them.
like, just to summarize it, if there's someone good for you to drop, do it. Like if you could get Martial this week, for example,
could've got
and
him
things
last
like
week.
that. But if you don't have anyone amazing to drop for him, then you're just gonna have to hold him.
I don't think many other people, unless they've got a dead weight in their team, are going to see Watkins on the list
Mm.
and go, "I'm going to pick him up."
Not with the current thing, but the thing is, in first, it's such a big deal
Yeah,
dropping someone like that because there is
You're not
no
gonna get him
chance
back.
unless you fucking go really early on
Yeah.
him. Like for me, I wanted to pick up Daka. I wanted to pick because he's still available.
yeah.
Like there were literally 3 players, strikers that I could have picked up this week,
Mm.
and they all fucking scored, and I was like, fuck. Like I kind of
Mate.
almost just I tried to get a trade with him. I tried to throw him into a trade with someone this week
Mm.
just to spice up a trade, and then also they make
Talk
my
us
mid.
through it. What was it?
I can't remember. Let me look. It
Look,
was
I'd-
with Stace, but
I'd love to feel sorry for you.
yeah,
but I just
fuck it.
can't.
But basically, I just wanted to strengthen my midfield because I don't have the strongest midfield. Like probably the best player is Foden.
Mm.
Probably the best. Probably the best player is Foden.
He's
Look at this knob.
I think he's going to be one of the best mids of the year. Oh, probably my best mid is Foden. You know.
So yeah, not that great.
He's
I'm
Who is
enjoying
this
myself
guy?
so much. Anyway, and I thought I could strengthen my midfield a bit more and free myself up in that kind of problem I was having with forwards because it just seemed like this year there seemed to be a
I'll
few
trade with
you
I've
available.
wanted
got
a
good
swing
wins.
position.
Let's talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We need to move on. We drop Liverpool defense.
Okay. Well, obviously we're not dropping.
Not dropping them. I wanted to put them in there to say drop from your starting lineup.
Wow.
Just for,
You gotta play them.
I think it's a bit concerning.
And Robbo's back, mate. You guys just look so good.
Mate, we're versing. But also, I'm putting this with a lens of particularly this next fixture
What do you
against
got?
Arsenal.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like,
There's no way I'm playing Robbo.
no clean sheet
He's not even bad
at all. I just think there's that consideration, and particularly people who are double stacked like I am with VVD and Trent.
Double stack.
I don't want that. I actually benched Van Dijk this week.
Wow.
So I just didn't want that double up, and it paid. He ended up coming on because someone didn't play. But 1 point, like I just don't feel that confident with our defending this week. And even Trent has that creative aspect.
That's fair enough.
Okay. Let's talk holds. Who are we worried about but still holding?
This was a hard one for me because I'm very in between with this particular pick of whether it's a drop or a hold.
Mm.
Koulibaly.
That's a good point. And
Talk to me as Chelsea fans. Like
Maybe
he
we
hasn't
should-
played every game. Hasn't played a game since Potter arrived. I don't think.
No, he
Well,
hasn't.
there's only been 2 games.
Champions League and Prem game.
And
Yeah.
neither of those games. It will be interesting because for me, it's a wait and see for sure, if you can afford that. Because Cucurella played on the left side of a 3 centre back system at
Champions League game.
at Brighton. When he was at Brighton,
Oh,
that's how
yeah.
he was
Yeah.
used by Potter. And then for that Champions League game, he was used like that, and Sterling was played as the wing back,
Mm.
kind of like Trossard was being played at
Yeah.
Brighton. Now Cucurella went down with a sickness or something this week, so it's going to be interesting to figure out once there's a fit back line who he goes with.
Mm.
Because he does still have Chile, and like this week he played 4 at the back. He played Chile at left wing, left back basically,
Mm.
and left was Thiago, Fofana, and Reece James.
Yeah.
For me, that is probably our strongest lineup in a 4. Koulibaly would drop then, I think, and then I think when Cucurella's back, it could go back to 3 at the back, but it's whether.
But then whether he picks Silver or
it's
Fofana.
Well, for me, it's whether Silva plays central, Fofana plays right centre back.
Yeah.
If it's Koulibaly left centre back, Cucurella as left wing back, or Chile as left wing back, Cucurella as left centre back.
Yeah. So it's a
That's
lot of
the question.
there's a lot of risk then.
There's
'cause
risk.
He's not because he's probably not going to be. It seems like it's going to be maybe Fofana and Silver over him as the 2 centre backs.
But if they settle, like he has to settle on which is he wants.
Yeah.
And we don't know what that is. You cannot guess from those 2
No.
games. The first game he was playing seniority to get favour within the team. He played Aspilicueta, Silva, stuff like that. So he played experience. Then he's had an injury. So I just think like
can't pull
unless
it
you're
yet.
gagging to get rid of him, I would wait 2 weeks at
Yeah.
least. I want to see 2 more games.
And the 2 weeks that we're looking at, we've got Wolves and Villa.
Because
So-
Chelsea have a great fucking run. I
And,
think one
and
of
then
the
after
best.
that, it's like Brentford, United, Brighton, Arsenal, which aren't great, those two. But then it goes, Bournemouth, Forest after that. So it's pretty good for a while. But I would be slightly concerned with the whole Koulibaly versus Cucurella argument.
Can we talk about Chilwell then as well? Because obviously, like Chile came on and got that goal.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was before Tuchel got sacked.
Mm.
Amazing goal, played pretty well then, but that was in the wing back system. I watched him in this game when there were 4 at the back.
Doesn't
Man,
look good.
he did not
No.
get far anywhere near as forward as he used to. He wasn't making those crazy dynamic runs. Obviously, they're favoring Reece James for that on the right side, and they can't overcommit. So I don't know. I'm just like,
I think long term, Chile is going to be okay because I think that he's a Potter player. I think he's exactly what he looks for in a player. And I think that once these injuries get sorted out and we have a little bit more data, we might know who that back three is.
And it's hard to know the formation and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll hold on
just
for now.
wait.
I
You
think
got
it's a
it's
hold
new
on
manager.
all
Okay.
Chelsea defense assets.
all
until we
Chelsea
know.
assets. The fixtures
Yeah.
are too good.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get. I was trying to get Mount. I was trying to get Mount off Stace.
Yep.
And I was trying to use Harrison to get it.
And Watkins. Oh.
That's interesting.
I was lowballing him.
Yeah. You gotta
I
start
start with a
somewhere.
low ball.
You gotta start somewhere.
Start with a low ball.
You
That's
don't
how
come to the table with
whenever
your best
Miles
offer.
has come at me, he comes with low shit.
Let's
Yeah.
get to the fan questions because it's my favorite segment.
I know. We really need some jingles from each
Yeah.
of these segments now.
fan questions. First question, Jose Rodriguez.
Jose, I like that.
He wants to
is
know.
this the guy that used to play for Milan? Oh no, Real Madrid.
Basically, he's just hitting
Or
us up.
Hesse. It was like Hesse Rodriguez.
He's my boy.
Oh, I
He's my
have
boy.
no idea who you're talking
He
about.
wants to know,
Yeah, but he
should he
does.
drop Brennan Johnson for Martial this week?
yes.
Yes.
Yes. Easy.
Yeah.
That was an easy question.
Yeah.
Was this a quick fire round?
Next question.
Oh, wow.
Harry Leach. He wants to know, would we do this trade?
Okay.
So he's on the Kane side, and he's got Kane and Almiron for Tony and Madison.
This isn't as quick. I can't answer this as quickly. Somebody get some numbers in front of me. Kane and Almiron.
I'm pulling it up now. Well, clearly Kane beats Tony,
Yeah.
but Madison definitely beats
Almiron.
Almiron.
It's a very close one, guys.
How long is Tony?
Kane's the second highest point scorer right now. He's got 7 goals, 2 assists. He's on 56 points. And if you got comparison, Tony's on 48. Matto's up there as well. So the combo of Tony and Matto nearly gets you to 100 points.
That's
Mhm.
what
Kane on-
Haaland's
Cal-
almost on.
Kane on 56.
56
and Watts Almiron on 37. So probably about 30 so point difference total so far.
Mm.
I actually don't mind going for Matto and
Tony.
Tony. The thing is with Tony, he could go through some serious cold spots.
Mm.
And he's not done anything the last 2 weeks.
That's what I'm worried about. Kane has scored nearly every week except 2.
And Almiron for me is like it's not like
It's a
so he's
flash.
got that's a swing player. That's a fifth mid.
Yeah.
So for him, it's not like oh I've got Almiron. Like why does the other guy want Almiron? He just wants Kane. Like why
I
wouldn't
think
you
he just-
keep Kane
I think it's just
and
for
play the
Kane.
waiver strong?
Like drop Almiron for someone else.
We'll just play the waiver wire. Like you
Yeah.
know, yes, if Almiron's in form right now, which we've said, pick him up, then
Mm.
keep him. And I mean, it sounds like if he's already got Almiron in his team, it's probably not probably a 10-man or 10-man plus league.
My
already.
worry is that Almiron is not his worst player. And that's why it's
We need more
and that's-
data.
and that's why it's attractive
We
to
need
him
more data.
because he wants to level up his mids.
I'm saying hold Kane, personally. I think that Tony, as Whitey said, he can go through some pretty cold patches. And I know Madison's been in form, but I reckon sorry. I reckon the guy is made of glass and he can go down injured at any point. So I worry about his fitness long term. And
And this does seem to be a form season for Kane.
I just think
Look at him. Fuck,
you
he's
never
on-
trade your first round draft pick for like 2 kind of speckies.
Yeah.
If you're going to trade your first round draft pick, you got to get someone else's first round draft pick.
Mm,
Like,
I like that.
you're getting that you're picking up that person for the season.
Mm.
You know, to get your 200 from that one person.
Is there any worry that, say, he's in a scenario where it's like a 10 to 12 man league and there's just scraps on the waiver?
Well, then
Like that makes it very hard.
Yeah, I
you
think
still
then
think
it's a
stay with
different
it?
thing.
Possibly, but
I mean, the depth that Matto and Tony gives you is pretty good.
yeah, I don't think Madison can stay fit, and I think Tony will be cold.
I'd be happy keeping Kane. And I always like that swing position. So if it is his fifth mid, I would stay.
Okay.
So they can swing the
Here's what I'd
Almiron
say.
position.
Here's what I'd say to him. Reach out, give us more data.
Data.
We want data. We know how many man league you're in,
Yeah.
and we
The rest
won't
of his
answer it on
team.
the pod.
Rest
this
of his
we'll-
team.
Miles will respond to you on Instagram, but he'll tell us about what's going on,
Yeah.
and we'll make a decision based on
Before
more
the waiver.
data.
Yeah.
But for now, it's saying Kane, I think, is the consensus.
Yeah, I think Kane. Keep Kane.
Okay. Last question, boys, is from Aaron.
Oh,
It's
Our
our
boy.
boy Aaron. Yeah.
oh, Aaron.
So it's actually kind of like a generic thing. He sent me a screenshot of everyone's team, and he's like, "Can you help me crunch the data to get some trades going?" Because everyone in his league like overvalues their players like so highly, and no one trades.
Mm.
And he's like, "How can we get people trading?" So we were doing some work, and I haven't had time. I've been so busy, but
Throw in BJs.
I thought I'd throw out the question
Best way to get it going.
under
Yeah,
the table.
I love it.
How would you guys, encourage more trading in leagues? That's the question I'm going to take from this.
Mm.
Honestly, I want to put it back to Miles because he is one of the best at getting like you trade more than anyone. Every time I've ever come up with a trade or been approached with a trade, I either never like it or I can't get them across the line.
Yeah.
You
Trade-
seem to get people across the line, but you also do target the same people.
I do target the same person, but because there's some players in our league that are like people in Aaron's league that just overvalues their players, and you try to trade with them, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, the only person I like on your team is Salah," and I'm like, "Okay, well, obviously you like Salah
Yeah,
because
I know.
everyone likes Salah, but and then
Yeah.
I try to give away like the house for one person because they've got like two people and the rest of their team is scrap."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah, no, I'm just going to stay with De Bruyne."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Well, I'm actually offering you a lot." But the thing with trading, I think that you've got to understand is you've got to go in with it and offer them someone. What am I trying to say? It's hard because I'm in the room with two people that I do business with, but I will let a secret out.
But a sneaky side piece.
A side piece is basically I always offer someone else that I never really want to get rid of first.
Okay.
So I offer them something for someone else, and then I try to break it down with offering them more and take that person out. So I lure them into the conversation with someone that
that's
I'm
not-
never going to get rid of.
Yep.
And then you work through it, and then eventually you just don't give
I
them
don't
that
like
person.
this. I don't like
I can
this.
see the
That-
hurt on one.
What's that thing when like
That's been one.
that's
strategy.
catfishing. That's catfishing.
Yeah, yeah. It's
You son of
Do
a
you know what I
bitch.
feel like
It's-
we just saw? You know that show, The Magician Reveals?
Yeah.
We just saw behind
I
the
saw
illusion.
behind the curtain.
I'm actually sweating. I cannot believe I
He
just
is
said
sweating.
that on live.
Oh my god.
podcast.
You know what I'd like to do is a special shout out to Aaron. Cheers, mate. Great question.
I'll send you your $5 later,
Yeah,
Aaron. Thanks
yeah.
very much. Bye.
Thanks. Yeah. No worries, mate. I'm Aaron.
Yeah.
I'm Aaron.
Oh yeah,
Imagine.
catfished me. I looked through your whole Instagram. You had pictures of like in Awahi and stuff.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hito and I created that like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
We've been making it
Motorcycles,
ever
yeah.
since.
Yeah.
Now, special shout out to our boy Aaron. He's really revealed something big here. Miles has just poured him a big fucking wine.
Do you know what I also say about Marley G as being a recipient to his workings?
A receiver.
You talk a lot.
I do
Like
chat.
you don't just like here's an offer, they go no, and you go, like you really like get in there and be like, nah, dude, it's really good. Like, look at his points. Like, have you looked at his points? Like,
Yeah.
look at his form. Like, use your fantasy
the
knowledge
data.
to convince the other person. Like,
Mm.
look at his form. He's got like 2 assists in the last 5 games. Look at this. Look at this. Give them more info. You got to sell it.
Yeah.
It
that's
can't
it.
just be
I
like,
agree.
let them look at the name, and you got to convince them that they want that
I like
person.
the way
That's
Hito
it.
said, "Look at this, look at this, look,
Look
at
at
this."
this, look at this. Look at
He
this.
said it so fast.
Sell me this pen.
Look at me.
Um,
Okay, guys, we got to move on. I think we should do our top pickups.
Let's do it.
I'll start.
Yep.
My name's Whitey, and my pickups for this week are Scamacca.
You're like Haaland,
Yeah.
Foden, and Grealish.
The entire Man City attack. Oh wait, I already have.
And Sinistera.
Okay, Scamacca. I don't know how
Yep.
you say it. Scamacca.
Skamaka, yeah.
Scamacca.
Shit.
Uh,
Good
get-
finish.
Yeah, nice finish. If he
First goal.
starting up there for West Ham, I think they've got a decent run of fixtures too.
Fulham, Southampton, next two fixtures.
Yeah. So look.
Then Liverpool. Fucking that's
yeah.
spicy.
Yeah. Drop Watkins for him.
Yeah.
Next one, Gallagher, a bit
Yep.
punty, but he may play himself into this team if other players don't
I
create.
think he could, man.
And he is someone that is just like every time I've seen him on, and I know he got a red card and all that stuff, but the energy is like kind of reminds me of when Mount first kind of broke onto the scene. He
Mm.
was just like this fucking bundle of energy and
Yeah.
just was everywhere. I think he's getting that
I
opportunity
think
to
Potter
play
will
like that.
really nurture him. And your fixtures are good, so even a sub appearance is going to be.
Yeah, I think it's a good shout.
Yep.
And then the last one was Almiron. So
Yep.
we've already talked enough on him. I just think the confidence that he had
for this week to pick up.
was
Jump on the form. Yeah.
yeah, jump on the form.
Yeah. I'll jump in next.
Hito.
We've
Announce
mentioned
yourself.
I'm Hito, and these are my 3 picks for this week. First one is Martial. I think coming off the bench, scoring 2 goals, I think he's going to work his way back in the team. Given Daka, we've said him already.
Where
I
does
think,
Rashford move to if that's what happens?
I think he gets benched. Yeah.
Really? He
Yeah.
got player of the month last year.
Yeah.
Last month.
I don't know. I think he potentially starts over because he favoured him. No, he didn't. That was a different. Oh, yeah, he favoured him pre-season.
Yeah, he
didn't
did. He did.
So,
but
I don't know. I
Rashford
just,
didn't hit form though. Like
No.
now Rashford's hitting some form.
I just think he kind of likes Martial up front.
This
I
is
don't know.
spicy. It's 100% worth the punt.
I think if you got a week forward, I think it's a good one to jump in on. I like Daka as well.
yeah.
I think I believe in Martial a little bit more than Daka, to be honest.
I think Daka was a pickup last week.
He was, but I think it's just another shout out again.
okay, fair enough.
And my final one, just for this game week, basically, is West Ham defense. Oh, sorry, next 2 games.
Okay.
They got Fulham and Southampton.
Okay.
You gotta
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I just think if he's injured,
I think he's already back.
they were quite solid.
Hang on,
Mitro, are you talking about?
Yeah.
Mitro went off injured.
Yeah, I know he did, but oh no, never mind.
Did he go off? He went off injured, I think, didn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah. He's 75%.
Yeah. I know. I just think Fulham Southampton could be a short term little sneaky pick for West Ham defense.
I like it. So my name's Miles, and I'm an alcoholic, and these are my 3 picks for the week.
I'm a Haalandaholic.
Pinot Noir.
I'm going
fat
back to back
bastards.
same picks.
Yeah.
I'm saying Xhaka.
Yeah.
Stop sleeping on this guy.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I've dedicated half a podcast talking
Yeah.
about Xhaka,
Yeah, not bad.
but I think like he's just looking really good. I'm gonna throw in Ericsson in there. He got an assist this week, and he hasn't done much. And I feel like there is a time and place for Ericsson, and it could be now. I think.
Everton next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my final pick is super random, and just go with me on this. So Chelsea played a behind the doors game against Brighton, actually.
When?
In between the 2 fixtures.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Like
Yeah.
under 21s
look,
or
Not many people know. I'm in the know. I got the call from Graham, and he was like, "Hey, this
All
is
right, all right.
happening."
it
what
used
is
to
it?
be Abramovich that would give you the call. So I don't know
Yeah,
how you
no,
got
he-
Graham's number.
Oh no, baby, it goes
He's
deep.
being passed. Yeah.
But look, Chalobah played in the center of the pitch, and he has played there before, and he's classified as a defender, and he can be known to score the odd goal because he's pretty tall.
He did score a lot
He
when
did
he
score
played,
last
yeah.
year, remember?
Mm.
So it's not for one right now, but just monitor this situation, guys, because if he makes his way into the center of the pitch, because Kante's injured, I don't know if
He'd have more
Potter's gonna
defensive
kind of play
assets.
around,
Yeah.
but it could be something that could be huge.
I
So
don't- for me though, he's playing very much the holding mid though, like
Yeah.
out of that, and then allowing other players to go forward and attack more. So
That's
But the
fine.
fact that he scored from defense so much last year,
previously, And
Could still have the goal.
you know,
in him.
and if he's on the pitch and
It's
they
just
keep
gonna
a
be
clean sheet, he's going to
pieces.
be getting that, and he might even slide in the old assist or a little header. You never
Okay,
know.
all right. I like
It's
that.
just a really outsider.
I like it.
Fuck. All right, boys. Well, that was another good week. I think we should just end the pod with a bit of a fat bastard cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
And cheers to Haaland.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have cheersed if that
Yeah.
was the case.
And reach out to us, please. Any more questions? Send them to FPL Draft Boys, Twitter or Instagram.
That's it.